We'll start with the snowstorm and then we'll get the Chaya Raichik. Pokimane brought it back into Reddit politics. Fuck you, Pokimane. Pokimane, I want better enforcement of laws to stop revenge porn or harassment. Reddit. Pokimane's idea of tackling indicative of her lack of appreciation for the opportunity she's been given. Her privileged position as one of the most popular streamers on Twitch provides her with the resource and visibility that most people can only dream of. Well, she's literally using that for good, I think. Anyway. Oh, I know what this is. This is like when fucking losers on the internet think that like cyber stalking your favorite like female content creator is actually holding them accountable. Unfortunately, a thing I see all the time. Yeah, no, it is certainly one thing that look, certain people have a twisted moral compass, but they still have a profound sense of justice, okay? And if you have a twisted moral compass and you have a lot of patriarchal systemic social conditioning influencing you in the way that you operate, when you are misogynistic as a consequence of patriarchy, you literally think like, well, my job is to make sure that I hold these bitches accountable, okay? That's what it is. Because like women are getting an unfair advantage in the streaming space, and I have to keep these females accountable. That's what it is. They have this profound sense of justice and a broken moral compass. They can't help themselves. Furthermore, it is clear that Pokimane does not understand the reality of Twitch, as partaking in debates with trolls is all part of the job. To attempt to pass laws preventing this behavior would be a complete waste of time and energy. It should also be noted that there are more pressing issues within the Twitch community which require attention from those in power. Instead of trying to fight off trolls, Pokimane should focus her efforts on topics such as streamer safety, sexual harassment, and inequality, or inequality favoring females. Wait, so this guy's criticizing Pokimane focusing on streamer safety by turning around and saying Pokimane should focus on streamer safety and inequality of females? While her hard work and dedication has put her in a privileged place where she can now think about these issues, it does not give her license to try and push through ill-advised legislation. Do people think that Pokimane is like gonna pass legislation or something? Like, what the fuck are they thinking? Not gonna lie, XQ having a pretty shit take, in my opinion, on this didn't help the situation. What was it? You want me to start off with this Poki thing? What was it? I don't care about XQC's take, but I also want to hear like what fucking Pokimane was saying. Let's start with that first before we watch the XQC take, okay? What is it? What did she say? Did LSF? They think she's AOC? That's funny. Unhinged haters seeking justification for their bias against the streamer. Yeah. What is it? What did she say? Name 5 female streamers that have an average 10K viewers from their favorable inequality. Yeah, it's really stupid. I think it's a woman on the Reddit post. Bitch, you think fucking women can't be femcells? What are we talking about? Yeah, dude, famously, women never fucking become screeching femcell weirdos, you know? Oh, she's a woman. Never mind. Destroyed. Women certainly can't uphold misogynistic values. No, that's never going to happen. Except we watched a fucking podcast with like 6 women doing that yesterday with Andrew Tate. What the fuck do you mean? You're acting like you're a feminist? Name 5 women, bozo? I would never be a feminist, dude. What are you, crazy? That's why I'm so good at nailing misogynists, because I myself am one. Okay, let's watch this. So this is the original take. I would like to facilitate the creation of legislation.
Twitch chat brain. I would like to facilitate the creation of legislation that holds people accountable for the actions that they do online. I don't know if I should get into the details because it might rattle some folks, but yes. But yes.
This would never happen.
I think there are some companies that I'm going to message, or not companies, organizations that are involved with certain causes. And I'll be like, listen, if you ever need someone to, I'm your girl.
There was 2 threads. Okay, let's look at this. We'll start off.
Because I think if you want to pass a bill, you usually go in front of a group of politicians and you explain your cause. I'm like, I'll do it. I will do it.
So she said that people got mad at her. What happened? Pokey wants to facilitate legislation against online users. Pokey wants stricter prosecution of distribution and possession of revenge porn, what she was actually talking about. So I guess like this was the original clip that got like clipped out of context or something. Is that what happened? What's your take on the right to be anonymous online? I don't think that's what she's talking about. Anyway, look, here's the thing. I don't think this would happen. I don't think this is, but if there is a way to get this, there's a way to get this done. I guess like going through corporations is the smart route. I think she's smart to like not even try to fucking directly go to legislators, because legislators have no power, but corporate lobbyists do. They could use this as a brownie point for themselves or something. But ultimately, I don't even know what the take is. Like, I want to understand what she wants to legislate.
CP is illegal. Illegal to have, like on your PC or anything. And I think there's only now starting to become like certain legislation against things like revenge porn or whatever. I've had so many girls message me and they're like, oh, my ex like leaked my photos and I feel like I need to disappear off the face of the earth. Like, I'm so heartbroken, blah, blah, blah. I think it should be illegal to even have on your phone, on your PC, on your anything, photos of someone that like they don't consent to having. And I think of people being punished for that. Like, people spread that shit in high school like it's nothing. Well, I guess, I mean, like, if it is illegal, we need to enforce that a bit.
So she's talking about CP, which is child porn, and then talking about revenge porn, right? And both of them are illegal, okay? For the record, both of them are illegal. And if you're talking about high school, revenge porn can fall into the category of CP as well, for the record. And as a matter of fact, legislation in that regard is a little bit murky and sometimes a little overbearing, okay? Like, even if it's consensual nudes that like 2 high school students sent to one another, it can still be prosecuted sometimes as CP, which is unacceptable and kind of fucked up. But as far as like revenge porn goes, possession of revenge porn, just like possession of child pornography, is only enforceable at the level of distribution, because there is no like broad net of people that are like looking into every single person's computer all the time and figuring out if there's CP there. No, that's why they tackle CP at the distribution level in the same way that they tackle revenge porn at the distribution level. There's no way to like surveil every single computer. I mean, there might be in the future, and I hope there isn't, by the way. I do think that would be a horrible idea. To literally monitor every single thing that you're doing on your fucking computer is insane. There's already backdoors and shit, which is fucked up. But as far as revenge porn goes, yes, I think it's completely unethical. And I do think that luckily there are some laws against it now, even though the prosecutorial aspect of it or the actual like investigation aspect of it is still insanely dehumanizing. Okay. It is ridiculous. Like, and they don't do a good job of like genuinely investigating that. So in that regard, I think it's definitely an area that needs improvement. It happens. People don't understand. People don't understand like the internet yet completely. Our legislators certainly don't. They're like 700 years old. But as far as As far as like revenge porn goes, the NSA actively does monitor everything. It's not a problem as if they do it actively. It's readily available data that is provided when asked for by government bodies. Yes, but we're talking about like there's probably CP in people's computers right now and the government does not know, okay? I mean, the probability of that is very high. Just like there is also a very high likelihood that people are in possession of revenge porn. But the only way that you can tackle the problem with CP and tackle the problem of revenge porn is the point of distribution. That's why the FBI is the largest holder of child pornography on the fucking planet, basically. They were running the biggest CP website on the fucking planet because they would prosecute every single person that they distributed the CP to. Okay? And there's like a level of that's an ethical conundrum that you can think about as well. That is kind of it's a interesting situation, right? Like the FBI is like regulating the CP. How do they get the possession of the CP? Is it ethical for them to maintain the CP? Is it ethical for them to fucking spread it around? Ultimately, with like pedophiles, watching it before they're arrested. However, like I said, it can only be investigated at the point of distribution when a pedophile like the Duggar guy, right, that we looked at the other day, when he downloads it off of a website, boom, all of a sudden they're flagged, and now an investigation is being conducted. You can't really do that with revenge porn in the same way, but I think they should do that with revenge porn in the same way, and I think that's precisely what Pokimane she's talking about here as well. How is it revenge porn if it's not being distributed? No, I think that's what she's saying, is like revenge porn. When you are in possession of nudes of an ex, okay, who no longer consents to you having those nudes, and you decide to post it, or you decide to share it, you decide to show it with people, that is illegal. That is technically illegal, okay? You are distributing pornographic material that you do not have the right to own any longer, okay? No, it's not. It is absolutely illegal. You are wrong. That is when it becomes revenge porn. What the fuck are you talking about? You cannot upload an ex of yours photographs, naked photographs, onto a website. I mean, unfortunately, there isn't a lot of great investigations being conducted on this, but you can't do that. That is technically illegal. There was a point in time when it wasn't illegal. It's not illegal to possess, though. CP is illegal to even possess. No, I understand. But while CP is illegal to possess, the maintenance of that, or the investigation of whether or not someone has CP, is still being conducted at the point of distribution. Do you get it? Back in the day, revenge porn was not even illegal. There were websites specifically dedicated to revenge porn. Okay? We have watched a video on Hunter Moore, I think his name was, like the guy who had the revenge porn website, like one of the biggest scumbags on the fucking planet, who literally had a website dedicated to distributing revenge porn. And that was where case precedent was actually was set against revenge porn, making it illegal to upload. Now, of course, non-consensual pornography, i.e. revenge porn, and the distribution of sexual or pornographic images of individuals without their consent, which can include images that were taken without the consent or knowledge of the other party, or images that were sent to you, okay, originally, but you no longer have consent to maintain, that you wish to, upload, okay? That is illegal in many states. As of March 2022, 48 states and Washington, D.C. have passed laws prohibiting the distribution and or production of non-consensual pornography. The two states without a law prohibiting the distribution or production of non-consensual pornography were Massachusetts and South Carolina. And also Wyoming. Alabama. Even Alabama has one. Mississippi, South Carolina, Wyoming, and Massachusetts up in 2021. And now it's just Massachusetts and South Carolina, I guess. Anyway. And it's totally understandable for this law to exist in every fucking state because it's ridiculous. Chat doesn't get it. Use the 100 random citizens example. 1 in 100 random people has something illegal. How do you find the one without breaking laws with 99 other? It's a lot less simple than some chat thinks. I get the problem with distribution as consent was never given in the first place to distribute, but how can possession, which was consented to at some point, be problematic? I think the reason why possession is problematic is because of what we're talking about, right? We're talking about like you naked. There is always the option that this person now has to extort you. That person always has the option to potentially distribute it. That person has the option to show it to other people without like additional scrutiny from the law. Consent can always be revoked in sexual circumstances. You can always rescind consent. You can absolutely revoke consent. For those of you who do not understand, you can absolutely revoke consent. Okay? Someone could hack your computer. Someone could steal your phone. Now they have access to it. You know what I mean? The most ethical way of dealing with pornographic materials that a partner has consensually sent you is by deleting them, for sure. If you send nudes, only send them if you get nudes in return. Mutually assured destruction. Yeah. As far as prosecution goes, I think it's basically the same as CP. The possession of CP is illegal. Possession of revenge porn is a little bit murkier. It's not like possession of CP. Okay? But given the fact that the only way to prosecute this is through points of distribution, it's basically the law is basically almost the same. You know what I mean? Do you understand? Where like as it stands currently, if you distribute the revenge porn, or if you are trying to, I guess, like get the revenge, the opposite would be like trying to get the revenge porn, like getting the CP. Like it doesn't work that way, but it's still done from point of distribution. That's the most reliable way. Yes, not the only way, but the most reliable way to prosecute and to investigate child pornography. People who are owners of child pornography, people who are possessing child pornography. Ever delete nudes my girl consensually sends me? That's just crazy talk. Because what happens when she's no longer your girl? You know what I mean? We're not talking about your girlfriend consensually sending you nudes while you guys are in a relationship. We're talking about your ex-girlfriend. She said, please don't, please delete my fucking nudes. All right, please delete my fucking nudes from your phone. All right, let's hear what XUC's take is on the matter now.